Muhammad. Chat box is still disabled. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. Let me see if I can remedy that right now. So hold on. Because yesterday we were already able to use it. So I'm wondering why now it's not working. But anyway, let's fix that. All right. All right. Attendees. Ben, can you please double check because it says that they cannot send messages to the chat, which is
Yes.
strange because we had this already yesterday, and it should
Mhm.
work.
Let me check it.
Thanks, Ben. Allow participants to raise hand. Attendees to. Okay, not sure what is happening here. I'm sorry for the technical glitches. So for the meantime, just send off your messages on the Q&A while Ben is arranging this for us. Okay. Anyway, 1 minute till the time that we start. So get comfortable. To our speakers, if you'd like to grab a glass of water or coffee or tea, or would you like to take a break, um, a bathroom break, please do so. You're please welcome to do so now. Okay. Yes, I see that the chat has been disabled. We'll have to check it with our tech team. Um, so for now, let's just use the Q&A box. A little bit strange that you cannot send it. Let me see if while the others are speaking, we can. Okay, I think I've already been able to fix it. So for those of you who are here, you can now start chatting. So sorry for that glitch. And with that, it's already 3 p.m. GMT 8 and 2 p.m. ICT, so we can start. Everybody ready? Our panelists, are you all ready?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone from this side of the world. My name is Jenny Lind Almaco. I am one of the regional coordinators of Euraccess Worldwide in Southeast Asia. My other colleague is Dr. Susan Renzo Vasu, who is on leave at the moment, but we are excited to welcome her in the next weeks again to be part of many of the other webinars that are in store for you. So Euraccess, if you have only heard of us for the very first time, is a pan-European initiative launched by the European Commission to promote research careers and facilitate mobility of researchers. So Euraccess is a platform for researchers, entrepreneurs, universities, and businesses to interact with each other. So this afternoon is very special. So because we are going to talk about the Marie Skłodowska Career Actions Staff Exchange. And for those of you who attended yesterday, yesterday we had an info session on the call. Today is a continuation of that in some way, but also a little bit different because today we are going to have actual fellows, or so those who are from Southeast Asia, excellent researchers and scientists who were able to become a part of the staff exchange and who are very eager to share to you their experience. So we thank them for joining us today. But before I do that, I'd like to introduce all of them. If they are all here now, but I think one of our speakers is still not here. So I'll start with the first four. We have Dr. Sara Samson Juan. She is a senior lecturer and deputy dean of industry and community engagement, faculty of computer science and information technology, University Malaysia Sarawak, Malaysia. So Dr. Juan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
And then we have Dr. Ika Dewi Ana from Indonesia, Associate Professor of Dental Biomedical Sciences Department, Field of Tissue Engineering, Faculty of Dentistry, Universitas Gajah Mada, Indonesia. Very welcome, Dr. Ana.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody.
And then we have the only male in the room, very, very special as well, because he is not only one of the celebrated scientists of Ho Chi Minh City University of Technology, but he is also the Marie Curie Alumni Association country representative for Vietnam. So Dr. Ngo Chi Nguyen from Vietnam, very welcome.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. So I see a lot of female here, including Jenny. So for 2 years we didn't see together in person. So I hope in the near future I will see all of you in person. Yes.
Yes, yes, we hope to have this again soon on a face-to-face basis. So let's see in the next months. Our next speaker, of course, is also Professor Dr. Fatima Ibrahim from Malaysia, Department of Biomedical Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, University Malaya. Very
Hi,
welcome.
good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. And our last speaker who will be joining us, she actually joined us earlier today, but she had another meeting, so she will come back soon. She is Dr. Sorada Kanokpanot of Chulalongkorn University. She was part of the project on regenerative medicine innovation crossing or remix, but she also has been a part of several other exchanges as well. So we welcome her also to this session. Okay, so thank you so much. So at this point, I would like to hold on. I would like to talk to you a little bit about the MSCA Staff Exchange, just to remind you. So maybe some of you already attended yesterday, but for those of you who did not, I'd like to just share some slides so you have a basis on what we are going to talk about today and why this is such an exciting opportunity as well. All right, give me a second while I prepare my slides. I hope you can all see that. Yes, can somebody give me an indication that they can see?
Yes, it is clearly seen.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so I'll play for the current slide. There you go. Okay, so the MSCA Staff Exchange is actually part of Horizon Europe. As you all know, Horizon Europe is this huge program of the European Commission, and it's really on looking at excellent science, also looking at addressing global challenges, making sure that innovation is at the forefront of our everyday, and making sure that everybody is together as well to combat whatever all these crises that we are having in the world. So really addressing it together. So it tackles climate change, it helps to achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals and boosts the EU's competitiveness and growth. So the program facilitates collaboration and strengthens the impact of research and innovation, and also it supports creating and better dispersing of excellent knowledge and technologies. So that's, if you look at the program and you look at pillar 1, so there are several pillars. We won't have the time to discuss them today, but we are focusing on one of the pillars, which is on excellent science. And under excellent science, you have European Research Council, the Marie Skłodowska-Curie Actions, and research infrastructure. So let me talk just for a few seconds on the European Research Council, because the European Research Council has big news today. Well, actually, yesterday it just came out. So the European Research Council is the premier European funding organization for excellent frontier research. And, ERC grantees have already made advances in new and emerging technological fields. In fact, the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine has been awarded to an ERC grantee, Svante Paabo, for his discoveries concerning the genomes of extinct hominins and human evolution. And also the Nobel Prize in Physics has just been given as well to two ERC or European Research Council Fellows, Alain Aspect and Anton Zeilinger. And I'm very happy to say that all of these three awardees have been a part, also are also former alumni of two of the universities where I was a part of. So, the University of Leipzig and the University of Innsbruck. So, if you are part of the European Union programs, you are in close proximity to excellent science and excellent scientists. So it's really, really great. But also when it comes to Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions, you also have those excellent scientists who go on to win numerous awards and also being recognized by the international community for their contribution to research, including, of course, the Nobel Prize. So under Pillar 1, Excellent Science, as I said, one of these is the Marie Skłodowska-Curie Actions. It equips researchers with new knowledge and skills for mobility and training. So I'm just going to go through this because most of you have already attended, but just to remind you that the added value of being a part of the MSCA is, of course, you have transferable skills and competencies, better employability and career prospects. You get international exposure. There's a lot of networking and communication. And of course, your excellent ideas are converted into products, processes, and services. And for organizations who become a part of the consortium, of course, there's this beautiful transfer of knowledge, collaborative networks, and the development of research and innovation capacity. So as you know, the MSCA have main actions. You have the doctoral networks, you have the postdoctoral fellowships, there's also the MSCA and citizens, there's a co-fund, but today we are going to talk about the staff exchanges. And these encourage short-term international and intersectoral exchanges of research and innovation staff through sustainable collaborative projects in Europe and beyond. And by doing so, they enhance knowledge and skills, transfer and increase organizations' research and innovation capacities. So just to remind you that if you'd like your organization to become part of the consortium, it needs to have 3 legal entities in 3 different countries, 2 of which in different EU member states or Horizon Europe associated country. And if all organizations are from the same sector, there must be at least 1 organization from a non-associated third country. So for the eligible participants, you could be both in the academic sector or you could be from the non-academic sector. And the eligible staff, basically any type of staff involved in research and innovation activities. So researchers, administrative staff, managerial staff, technical staff. And you can be involved in 1 month or more prior to become part of this. So you will learn about how this is like in the next minutes. So I think this one we can share a little bit later, but just to show you what it funds. Okay, so you can fund the staff member unit cost, but also research training and networking, and also management and indirect cost. And so here I just wanted to summarize what it is if you are either hosting or sending. So on the left side, these are the information. We will send this to you, so don't worry if you feel that you need more time to look through it closely. So this is the comparison between being a sending institution and being a hosting institution. So the next MSCA staff exchange course will open very soon, and this is the reason why we are inviting these excellent scientists and researchers to be with us today to share about their experience. So on the 6th of October, that will be the opening, and it will close on the 3rd of March. Sorry, the 8th of March next year. So it's a lot of budget allocated for it. So that's the reason why we are going to start with our sharing. So with that, I would like to invite now our first speaker, Dr. Sarah Samson-Wan from Malaysia, to please share her experience. Dr. Sarah, welcome and thank you so much.
Thanks, Dr. Jen. So I'm going to share my screen. Give me a minute. Okay, so are you able to see my slide? Okay. My slide is clear. Is that all right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm okay. Thanks, Jen. Okay, I'm Sarah from University of Malaysia, Sarawak. Currently a lecturer at the Faculty of Computer Science and Information Technology. So just to let you know that I've just joined this MSCA Staff Exchange Program in 2020. Actually, we already started to get connected to the partners ever since 2019. When we were talking about the proposal, and then we wrote the proposal, and then 2020 was when the proposal was accepted. But because of COVID, the activities had to be halted. And then just recently, there were some activities done by the researchers. Okay, so just to let you know as well that I have not started my secondment program yet. That will be done next year, but I will share with you. Maybe you want to know how you get connected to the right people and also how to join this MSCA program. So this is the agenda. So actually, I think Jen and Susan gave us the list of questions. So I'm just going to guide you based on these questions, and I'm going to give you a little bit of answer and maybe a little bit of tips and advice. So these are the questions. So just to let you know a little bit of myself. So I am located in Malaysia, but not in the peninsula, but more in, I'm located at the Borneo Island, Sarawak. So this is the map, just to let you know, maybe some of you are not from Malaysia. So my research interest is basically on automatic speech recognition and also natural language processing. I'm into machine learning algorithms, especially for acoustic modeling, language modeling, pronunciation modeling. I'm really into text processing as well. My specific focus is on how to help under-resourced languages to overcome this, all these challenges related to machine learning algorithms. Because in my area, Sarawak, there are a lot of languages spoken in the country, especially in Sarawak, in the Borneo Island alone. So there are a lot of works that can be done, especially when you want to look into AI applications related to spoken languages. Okay, so how did I learn about this funding program? So I did my PhD in France in 2015, graduated in 2015. So 2012 to 2015, I was working under this professor, Laurent Bessassier. He is actually now a principal scientist at a natural language processing research group in Naval Labs Europe, but he was the head of JTALP. JTALP is a natural language and speech processing research group in Laboratoire d'Informatique Grenoble. So I was in this lab and working under him, specifically on developing automatic speech recognition system for an under-resourced language. And my case study was commonly language spoken in Sarawak. So I brought my data over there, and then I tried to learn on acoustic modeling and all those machine learning techniques from this professor. So he introduced me to another professor, Anthony Lacher from Le Mans University in France as well. So he was looking for partners, especially from the third country. So he was coming up with this project called Exchange for Speech Research and Technologies. So he was trying to bring in a lot of partners all over the country and also all over the world to help out. Well, basically, if you look at the aims and the goals of Esperanto, to support the development of open source tools that will encourage fast development, exchanges, and reproducibility. Basically trying to produce tutorials and also coming up with good baselines on various topics, and as well as sharing linguistic and also speech resources based on standards, and also organizing workshops. So these are three things, the main aims, and then these are the things that made me decide to join this, because this is in line with my research interests. So came with this Esperanto project. And at the end, in 2020, about 19 partners, including beneficiaries, are involved. From Malaysia, we have our university, UNIMAS, University Malaysia Sarawak, as well as USM, University Science Malaysia, who is actually my friend, Dr. Tan Tian Ping, also in the faculty, in the School of Computer Science. So he was also working under Professor Dr. Laurent Bessasier when he was doing his PhD before my time. So basically, these are the connections that we have. So network upon network upon network. So including these are the list of partners, including Johns Hopkins University. And also there are some of the labs as well as private companies also joining in. So this is the project lead, Dr. Anthony Lasher. So what is the process of joining the consortium entail? So these are the things that I can remember. A lot of online meetings and online meetings with the members, trying to come up with a proposal and also trying to describe what are the work packages, because I think these are the key things that need to be spelled out in MSCA exchange program. So we need to come up with the right work packages so that we are in line with what the aims are for the project. Because of the online meetings and the partners are all over the world, from America to Malaysia to Borneo. So the time zone is quite erratic. So sometimes I have to have the meeting at 11 p.m. so that the Americans can come in. So for the meeting, so it was really challenging, but somehow we managed to discuss the proposal, and Anthony managed to present the proposal to be approved at their levels. After that, we came up with the consortium agreement, Esperanto. So all partners have to sign according to the legal terms. So these things took a lot of time because of the different expectations from different universities and also lab, especially my university. They couldn't understand what does this consortium happen. So I had to really defend and also explain that this is actually a part of the exchange program. And yeah, a lot of internal issues that I had to go through, but I think this can be done. Yeah, some of the challenges. So these are the things that you would expect later on. Yeah. All right. So next, how do I contribute to and also benefit from the project? Okay. So I will start my secondment next year for a 6 weeks workshop. So this workshop is the JSALT 2023 workshop. So this is normally organized by Johns Hopkins. So now they are bringing it to Europe. Normally it's being done in US. So now they're bringing to Le Mans University. So that more partners can join, especially from the third country. So what we're going to do is to work on how to develop methods for processing speech corpora for under-resourced language. So this is one of the proposals that we're trying to work on. And this is a time where I want to contribute by sharing language resources from Borneo. So one of the resources that I have is the Iban language resource for automatic speech recognition. And this is actually already published in the OpenSLR website. And this OpenSLR is managed by Johns Hopkins University. So there is already a data set. Beside my data set, there are also other data sets from Africa, as well as Tunisia. So they are going to bring in a lot of data sets to be tested, and then we're going to come up with models and hopefully to come up with an open source tools at the end of the workshop during the 6 weeks workshop. That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan for next year. So what is the benefit of collaborating in this project? So obviously networking is the best thing for me, because I get to meet the right experts, especially those who are really good in speech recognition. Because over this side of the world, there's not many experts that are actually really good in speech recognition, especially on the machine learning algorithms and approaches and etc. Besides that, I get to meet these experts, although it's online, but I still, I feel honored to actually meet them, so-called face-to-face through discussions and coming up with proposals. Also, I find that this is a way for me to update my knowledge in AI applications, specifically for automatic speech recognition, and also look at what are the trends and what are the current methods being used by the researchers, so that I can bring that and also implement it with my current students. So this is the thing that I want to learn from these experts. It's not really about not only going to do this secondment, just to travel out, but also to learn from these people. Yep. So I think that's it from me. I have about 10 minutes to talk about all on my part. So I pass to you back, Jen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sarah Samson Juan, for that excellent start to our discussion. So, what I hear from your experience is that even during your PhD, you get to have like these connections, right? And
Yep.
you maintain these connections, and these were actually instrumental in collaborating now under the
Yes.
MSCA Staff Exchange. So that's good to
Yes.
know. So for those of you who are here, if you are already doing your PhD or about to, please continue even after you finish your PhD. Continue these to having these connections. Maybe say hi from time to time. Maybe attend conferences as well together, or just have this link in one way or the other, so that
Yes.
the next
So,
time there is an
the
opportunity.
simple, yeah, the simple thing is to send Christmas cards.
See, that's very good. That's very good advice. So, Christmas cards, of course. That's a nice way. So whatever, or maybe just to let them know that they are in your mind. So thank you so much for that. So we'll continue the sharing. Please stay, Dr. Juan. We will bring you back in for the Q&A. So now from languages, we are going to move to the field of tissue engineering. So from the Faculty of Dentistry of the Universitas Gajah Mada Indonesia, Dr. Ika Dwi Ana, please, it's your turn to share. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Jane, and all for giving me opportunity to share my experience. Coincidentally, I'm a fellow researcher for the MSCA RISE, and also at the same time, after the MSCA, I also got the joint funding scheme for the C Europe. So I would like to share this experience to you all. Of course, to apply and to have the proposal accepted, it is not 1 or 2 days or 3 months working, but it is a long time working in the area or the your field. We must continue our works from time to time to get the experience and also the publication, and even also the result of the research and innovation into the market. So in our research group, we have already have the bone graft substitute and hemostatic sponge in the market. And we also publish the papers related to the carbonate apatite for the bone regeneration and for the tissue engineering. This is the field that our research group, my student and I, keep continuing to do this. So from that, the opportunity came to us because we presented in the conferences, either offline or online, and also we wrote the articles, we wrote the book chapters, and we also have communications with the expert in the field. So the consortiums in our research group nowadays is the first is the BioTune. This is funded by the MSCA RISE. BioTune aims to develop innovative multifunctional materials to produce a new generation of medical implants with cell-instructive and antibacterial properties. And the second one, our consortium, is based on a work of the use of nanocarbonate apatite that we developed in our laboratory. And we are involved and also become the PI from Indonesia for the project named MicroLung, the pulmonary blood-air barrier model to study COVID-19 and screening of therapeutics. So we use the result of our research to be involved and to communicate, have a discussion, technology transfer in the area of our field. In the joint funding scheme of the Southeast Asia Europe, we are in a collaboration with the Acıbadem University from Turkey and also with the Fraunhofer Institute of Ceramics. We use the lung on a chip, tissue engineer model, and nano CHA and nano diamonds for screening and drug discovery by studying the mechanism of the attack of a virus. And this is the relevant topic for us today, the MSCA RISE that we are involved in. So in the consortium, there is a UPC from Peru, the UNSAM from Argentina, and we are from the Universitas Gadjah Mada Indonesia. So we are in our field, that is the calcium phosphate and technology transfer, and also involved inside is the USM Malaysia. And the consortiums from the Europe, there are University of Glasgow with the topography and coatings for our implants development, and also the University of Bristol, Max Planck Institute in Germany, INSERM in France for the immune response and technology transfer. We are collaborating closely with INSERM and also with UPC for the multifunctional coatings, and with Unicam Italy with the antibacterial molecule. So we are orchestrating the knowledge and experiences and the technology that we have to develop something that we need in the biomedical area. And we are a stand on our own field. This MSCA is very advantageous for us because it can promote international and intersectoral collaboration between us and also among us in the consortium through research and innovation, staff exchanges, and sharing of knowledge and ideas. The specific of the MSCA is that you will not get directly your research funding, but you must do staff exchanges to get your support for your research. So this is very specific, and this is very good for us to develop our capacity, and by having the networking collaborations, we distribute the work packages among the consortium, and we exchange staffs and also students. The European Commission provides funding for the sending of the staff, which is called the secondment, to achieve the goals of our proposal. So the staff members that involved in the secondment perform tasks to achieve the deliverables of the proposed research and innovation action. And the staff members develop research and innovation and transferable skills. For example, nowadays, my students is having a secondment for the 5 months in the UPC in Barcelona to learn about the direct ink writing that we don't have the technology there. And the next step, my students will go to the University of Glasgow for the bioprinting and peptide printing and cell printing for the development of our implant technology and bone graft technology. This is very good program according to us because we can foster young researchers training through technology transfer. We can intensify joint research and publications. Just this month, we have the one more publications under this biotune. So this is very good action and very good support for us in our network. And also we develop joint leadership academy and center of excellence in specific areas that we have in our own laboratory by consortium networking. This is the picture wherein my students is learning from other universities in the consortium, and also the experts from other universities come and do secondment in our university to share knowledge and to do research together to finalize and also to provide the work packages that we propose together. What I would like to share here is what to consider in this MSCA program. So it is important for us to share and also do the continuous communications to achieve the goals. This is important. The online meeting will be very good. We are writing email together. We use Google Drive to work together. This is very good program for us to what is called to achieve our goals that we wrote in the proposals. And the second one is that researchers need to keep the pace, spirit, and ethics or integrity in the research and innovations. For example, because we are working also with the technology transfer, so we must follow the regulations for the technology transfer and also for the licensing, for the commercialization. We need to learn each other about the regulations in each country and keep the spirit and integrity inside the program. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you, Dr. Jenny, for giving me opportunity.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anna. What I love most about your presentation is, I hear a lot that of the also the best experience of the students. So even at such a young age, and they're still starting in their career, they are already part of an international consortium. And what I when listening to your presentation as well, and this is one of the strengths also of this program, is that if there is something that is not yet available in the country, then you do a staff exchange, and then you are able to continue your research because it is available in this. At the same time, you are also contributing Indonesia, of course, Indonesia, Malaysia, all the other countries, Vietnam, Thailand as well, the Philippines, Singapore, and all the countries in Southeast Asia. You have great contributions to the science also in Europe. So I'm sure every time there is a participant for the staff exchange coming from the region, it's always welcome, because then it makes it richer. And you're very good reminder as well that with with this technology transfer, there we have to maintain research ethics. Definitely something that we are also very strong here in the region. So thank you so much for that. Please stay a little bit until the end so we
Yes,
can
I
get back.
will. I will. Yes,
Thank you so much. Okay,
you're
so now
welcome.
I will continue with sharing, and this is going to be very much with the flow, going with the flow, because he will be talking to us without slides. He is special to us, of course, because he is not only an MSCA Staff Exchange Fellow, but he is also the country representative for Vietnam for the Marie Curie Alumni Association. So, Dr. Chi Nguyen, if you are already here, I can't see you with all these. There's too many slides in my in my screen. Dr. Chi, are you here? I think he got disconnected, if I'm not mistaken. So, okay, sorry about that. So, before we have Dr. Chi, may I invite then Professor Dr. Fatima Ibrahim of Malaysia on biomedical engineering, very exciting field, of course. So, please, could you please share to us your experience as well? Thank you. We can't hear you yet, Professor.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Jean. So let me share my slide for the 5 minutes that I prepared. Can you see my slide?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this MSCA Staff Exchange Call for 2022. And today I'm Fatima Ibrahim. I'm going to share with you the best practice with tips and advice from fellow researcher on how to join an MSCA SE Consortium confirmation. And I'm from University Malaysia. So I think my fellow colleague Sarah and the others already inform you about the motivation and the processes and so on. So I'm gonna just mention briefly what actually motivated me to join for this project. First of all, is for me to understand and experience the research culture in Europe. So far, I do not have any researcher collaborator in Europe. And okay, so is this the one?
Yeah.
So I think it's a
Professor-
different slide. I think they are looking at different slide. I'm looking at different slide. Let me share the slide.
Thank you, Professor. And if you could
Hang
please
on.
make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
because on our
okay,
screens
so-
it's,
Stop sharing. Okay, let me stop sharing for a while.
no worries. Thank you.
Okay. This one.
Perfect.
So
All right.
I think, yeah, so I'm presenting the wrong slide just now. Okay. So so this is the best practice and tips of advice from fellow researchers on how to join this MSCA SE Consortium confirmation. And I'm Fatima from University Malaysia. So most of all, the motivation for me to join personally for this research actually is for me to understand and experience the research culture in Europe. So far, I have a researcher from United States and other country, but not from Europe. So this is the first time my experience with the Europe collaborator. And other on that, motivation to join the project is the global issue and the common problem to be solved together. And this transdisciplinary involvement, which always lead to the high impact outcomes. I will share with you how impact it is for me for this RISE program. And the opportunity to explore the frontier technology and working with the expert with various skills and knowledge. And I think my fellow colleague already mentioned about the process of joining the consortium. It's not actually easy. Actually, we have to work hard. Everybody have to work hard. So first of all, you need to identify the consortium partner, expertise and reputation. So reputation is very important, especially to appoint the project investigator for each representative in the leader. Basically, we would like to highlight the one that have a very high H index to represent the country so that the chance of getting is very, very high. So, and then the second one, to get the letter of support to become one of the consortium partner. So, and then you have to sign the MOA together and the research area and the proposal and contribution of each partner, and also to provide the necessary information of the team member and organization, and of course, the proposal and everything. And what actually is the benefit from the project? So there are so many benefits. This is the things that I can list it, the one that I experienced. So both parties gain new research knowledge. For example, my area of expertise in University Malaysia is on the compact disc microfluidic and micro electromechanical system and biomems and sensor. However, my counter collaborator in Europe, they have other expertise such as like green technology that we did not know yet, about edible sensor and so on. So that's really interesting to us. And then you also have the benefit of research publication together. You can also expand your European networking. And for this specific task, I managed to get the MOU and dual postgraduate program between the two universities, University Malaysia and University of Novi Sad in Serbia that I was being seconded. We also got the opportunity to explore the research facility at our consortium partners, and it accelerates our current research work to the high impact research. An opportunity to explore a new research area. For example, I mentioned to you that they are very expert in the green technology and edible sensor, and we learn a lot when we were over there. And learn new research culture. And the benefit of collaborating in this MSCA RISE, visibility to participating university, industry, and also country, and expand your research networking, exchange expertise, and share research knowledge, and culture and friendship bonding. I think number one is the most important thing. When I'm back here, I still remember the friendship and we still communicating and we miss each other. So this is the most important thing. And today I would like to share with you the project that we were being awarded. So this is a project, we call it on oral health sensor. We call it SALCELS. Even for the logo, you can see that all of our 8 countries that we participate, we designed that logo together. And the title of our project at that time, at the moment, is on the innovative bio-inspired sensor and microfluidic device for saliva-based theranostic of oral and systematic diseases. So when we mention about theranostic, means that you are giving a therapy at the same time you diagnose for the disease. So these are the 3-in-1, 2 and 3-in-1. So if you can see from the project Consortium member, there are about 8 of us, and University Malaya is over there. And we have from Australia and Serbia, we have from Ukraine, we got from Poland, we got from Germany, Italy. So let me share with you how interesting my 2 months experience secondment at the University of Novi Sad, Serbia. It was in July, okay, 20th July until 20th of September. Actually, I just came back from my attachment. Okay, so these are the flag of the country. So Serbia, I never thought of going to Serbia. So this is my first ever visited to Serbia. So this is next to me is Professor Goran, the coordinator for the RISE project. So these are the current collaboration between and University of Novi Sad. So I have mentioned to you that when you are already in the consortium, you need to have a legal agreement between the ethics of the research and also appointment of the research as a collaborator. So this is an appointment letter given to me from the principal investigator to inform that I'm one of the member in the consortium. And these are the current collaboration for the Memorandum of Understanding that I think Sarah mentioned about, that you need to get your university and the other university in that country to sign the agreement. And what it means is that by the end of the day, if there is any intellectual properties whatsoever, what are the terms and reference that we are going to go about it. So everything is well being organized, being monitored. So these are the agreement, partnership agreement. So there are many agreement that you need to sign. And these are the activities that we are doing. So our project actually started in 2019. As you know that 2019 is a COVID pandemic. So we couldn't be able to start our staff exchange. So what we did is we did not delay. We start doing the workshop and everything online. So this is the first workshop online, and every of the member give their talk on their area of expertise. So at that time, I'm giving a talk on the lab on compact disc microfluidic system for salivary biomarker detection. And then this is another ethics webinar. So in the RISE, it's very important for each of the member to be well educated regarding about the ethics. So we have an ethics in research and business on our activity, and I'm one of the speaker in giving ethics in biomedical engineering. And as you know that this is a very interesting, as we mentioned about the staff exchange, I'm going to share with you, we have 2 staff from University of Novi Sad that came to University Malaya. One is the early researcher and another one is a very senior researcher. So this is Zelko, who came during the pandemic, and he was being seconded in University Malaya for 10 months. So this is the 10 months he's secondment in University Malaya, and that's what he's doing in our laboratory, in our biomems clean room laboratory. And we develop an oral drug delivery system. And then, as I mentioned to you, when you are being attached, not only you do your research, you can also experience the culture. So during that time, one of our researcher, the sister wedding. So we bring Zelco to experience the Malaysian Indians wedding. So this is my researcher. So we already accept 10 months secondment from University of Novi Sad, and now I send my researcher 4 months over there in University of Novi Sad. So if you can see that Mr. Karunan is a person who being attached in University of Novi Sad, and we are lucky to get our Embassy of Malaysia, Encik Khairul Tarmizi. So he is the Embassy of Malaysia who visited Karu when he was seconded in University of Novi Sad. And recently in June 2022, so we have the senior researcher, Professor Boyan from University of Novi Sad, who came over to visit, to have the secondment in University Malaya. So this is Professor Boyan. He came over for 1 month, and we bring him to the research in University Malaya and meet the dean, because he is from the Faculty of Dentistry in University of Novi Sad, and we also bring him to meet the Dean of Faculty of Medicine and Faculty of Dentistry from University Malaya Medical Center, and we also bring him to see the oral cancer research in University Malaya. So these are the activity, and he even share his expertise and knowledge in giving the talk, and the talk is being shared worldwide. We open it to everywhere, everybody in the world, not only to University Malaya and Malaysia, but we blast it to the world. So this is how we want to expand the RISE funding so that everybody can benefit to the funding. So then after that, I went to Novi Sad for 2 months. So July, on the 19th of July until the 20th of September. So I went to University of Novi Sad, and the first activity that I did is that to attend the summer school, and I give a talk on my area of expertise. That was the talk on the microfluidic chips and sensor from foodstuff and bio-inspired materials. So the summer school is on the microfluidic chips and sensor from foodstuff and bio-inspired material. So these are the attendees that attended the talk. It's very, very interesting to get to know all the members from the Consortium and other collaborators too. And these are the research that I did conduct when I was in University of Novi Sad for 2 months, and continue with Zelco. At that time when Zelco was in University Malaya, I supervised him. And then when I went to University of Novi Sad for 2 more months, we continued the project together. And we was fortunate to get our Embassy of Malaysia, Encik Tazril, to come over to visit me and to say hi. And I got the opportunity to visit the Embassy of Malaysia also. So the benefit that you will gain, as I mentioned, there are so many, but for me, myself, I got 3 publications, all the ISI Impact Q1. If you can see that we already submitted our output research in the Impact Factor 6 point Q1 journal, and also the Q1 ACS sensor 9.6, and also another coming, and 3 more papers coming. So it's very, very productive, because it is a teamwork and everybody do contribute to their area of expertise and the paper publication. So not only that, I managed to meet the rector of the University of Novi Sad and presented to him my proposal of having this dual PhD with University Malaya and also University of Novi Sad. And now we are in the process of preparing our memorandum of understanding to get the dual program realized. And hopefully, if it's realized, we will sign it somewhere in December. And this is the visit of me at the Faculty of Medicine in Novi Sad, and meeting the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, and then discussing about the future research collaboration together. And not only that, on the paper publication, we also get grants. Together, we apply grants, internal grant in University Malaya, and also this coming RISE grant. Okay, with that, I'm a presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Professor Fatima. Wow, what a rich experience. And what I love about it is this is not just about staff exchange, as you said, it connects to other things as well. So congratulations on this new memorandum of understanding for a dual postgraduate program. And of course, your many publications, like
Yeah.
very highly regarded publications as well. So as you said, it also extends to the exchange of culture, not just research culture, but our own cultures. It sort of brings us. No, it's for all intents and purposes. It brings people together. It brings science together, and hopefully, this means making the world a better place to live in for everyone. So thank you so much for that. Please stay because I think there are some questions for you. Right
Okay.
now, we are rounding up the presentations with a presentation from Dr. Sorada Kanokpanot of Chulalongkorn University. Very excited to have her. There have been a lot of testimonials with her, especially hosting European researchers. Like I was reading about one of the projects, the REMIX project, which is on regenerative medicine innovation
เดี๋ยวขอ
crossing.
เว
And
ลา
I'm
นิดนึง
sure
ค่ะไม่เป็นไร
has a lot of things to
Sorry.
share. So, Dr. Sorada, please, the room is yours. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Very glad to see you again. This is my second time joining here with Dr. Jenny. I would like to share my experience with you, but mostly on the fun side, I would say. Okay. Hold on.
That's why
My
we
name is Sorada Kanokpanon. Yes, from Chulalongkorn University, Thailand. Actually, I heard that a lot of groups in Thailand that they get the Horizon 2020, get involved in the groups of Horizon 2020 in many areas. Okay, and my area is the regenerative medicine and biomaterials application. Okay, I am right now during the on the secondment. Actually, I'm the exchange with one of the professor, which is the one with the eyeglasses, on the right, on the lower, left hand side of the screen right now, Professor Siriporn. We are from the same research unit. Okay, she's the polymer engineer, and I am the biochemical engineer at the Department of Chemical Engineering, Chulalongkorn University, Thailand. And our head of the project is the lady that you see on the right of the screen with the, I think, pink sweater, Professor Motta, Antonella Motta. She's from Department of Industrial Engineer at the University of Trento, Italy. So she leads the project, and this project actually start from 2017, which is a remix project, come from regenerative medicine, innovative crossing. This is the name, and we supposed to finish everything to close the project this year. However, in 2020, because of the project going really well, so we decide to challenge the next phase of the proposal. So we submit the next proposal in the translational phase, which is called SHIP project. And then we got it. So the SHIP project starting 2021 to 2025 with the more expanding of the member in the team. Okay, so I will start to tell you about this. I would call this the gelato, gelato discussion, because we did a lot of discussion, not in the institute, but, by the lake at the restaurant, because Italian and Thai people have something in common, which is food and having fun. Okay, okay, thank you very much. However, okay, let me talk about the first one. Which is sorry, I think it skipped somehow. Okay, let me talk about the first one, which is the remix project that we start in 2017. You can see the people over here. The leader is Professor Antonella Motta of Italy and Professor Ruiz Lee he is the chairman of Tissue Engineering Association some years ago, okay, recently, of the world Thermis. If you went to the Thermis, conference very often, so everyone will know him because he's a president. So number one, you have to talk to the people who are very dominant in this field in order to get the grant. Okay, so your network is very important. And if you focus on regenerative medicine, who is number one, number two, number three, try to talk to them. That is the first tip, I think. Okay, so number two, we have to do a lot of public dissemination and communication. That's why when Dr. Jenny emailed me, I'm so glad, because that means I got my homework done. I can submit one of my public dissemination and communication. I love it to talk to you. So okay, and not only talking, we have to do website, we have to do letters, we have to do very often online meeting or the real meeting, something like that. So we manage a lot of budget into a meeting and planning. Okay, of course, that means you have to have your own budget in your home country in order to match with these research activities, because they're gonna pay you only the secondment money, okay, the trip money and the staying, abroad money, something like that for your and some small amount of money to get the material, something like that. However, Professor Mata is a very, very good management person, so she can set aside a lot of money for us to plan together, to talk together, so we actually get close, not only professionally, we get close personally also. That means we can expand more collaboration into other projects as well. Okay, that's why we can do a chip project, which is actually emphasize on translation to private sector works, something like that. Okay, so we have a Facebook, we have the memo book for the student to write about their experience on the internet, so they can share experience, how to travel there, what is your problems or something like that. Okay, okay, we do a lot of research together, and we train people, we train the European, and European train us. Okay, bilateral collaboration is very important. Don't let them train you alone, because something you can train them. Okay, joint publication, we did a very good paper together, because the European university that we work with, they have a power to drive us, to go to the very nice tier 1 paper or Q1 paper, something like that. And more than that, we patent together. We get the patent together and transfer technology to the private sector together. Right now, since it is very easy, it's quite easy for us to do registration of the medical product in Asia. Sometimes we just go ahead before them. Okay, so we can have a chance to train them in some part. Okay, or maybe they will help us to get register of the product in the European country in some future, something like that. So this is a very good opportunity, and also we had fun. Okay, our remix project headed by University of Trento, Italy, and University of Minho, Portugal, and the Asian partner is only Chulalongkorn University, Thailand, Bangkok. Mongolia, University of Science and Technology. I have a chance to visit Mongolia first time in my life. It's amazing. And not enough. We have some kind of something called the third country. The third country means they have to pay their own money, but they want to join the action. They want to join the activity, which is the country is considered, developed already in the technology. For example, Korea. Okay, we collaborate with Chonbuk University, National University of Korea, which is the third country. Okay, and our next project is CHIP. We expand our network to University of Sydney. Okay, I think they consider the third country at the moment. Okay, and the partner, we expand from Italy, from Portugal to England, University of Birmingham, and another country that joined us is University of Malaysia. I think university in Malaysia, one university in Malaysia, University of Malaysia, I think this one. Okay, sorry, I haven't met them, only see each other on the internet, which is because of the COVID from last year. Okay, so I think this is about the wrapping about the project, and this is our staff in Thailand. Okay, we not only engineering, we actually work in terms of research unit. Research unit means many faculty working on something together. This research unit is called biomaterial engineering for medical and health. We have engineering, we have veterinary science, we have medicine, we have dentists, something like that, and faculty of science that working together. And we organize a summer school, or the so-called winter school for Thailand in Japan, in Thailand, in Thailand, so-called winter school, because Thailand never have winter, already. It's 30 degrees Celsius all the time. So, but they love to come here. So they're still, their student come, and we have a nice conference together and supported by the project. Okay, this page, I just answer your question, but it's boring to answer like this. So I'm gonna flip to my picture. Okay, this is our memos of the student who do the secondment on remix project. You can see if you want to visit each student, this is the address. Okay, and this is the news about our new patents, new publication. You have to put it here in order for anyone to check it out. If you want the second part or second phase of your, if you want to challenge the second phase, so you have to make sure that you record everything that you do. Okay, and the student activity is full. The Thai student teaching the European student in research technique or in cooking or something like that. They have very nice exchange, and also we let them teach our undergrad student in some laboratory. They have fun. They have a lot of fun, very much. Okay. Hold on. And this is the picture that we have the summer school in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. And then we always have fun, and then we can know a lot of university in Mongolia also. Okay, so the key takeaway is this is very useful for my student, because after my student get this scholarship, they can get even more chance in their research life. So it's the life-changing experience for students. I think this one. Okay, so this is I think this is the best thing that we can get. Okay, additional funding and support activity might be necessary. You need a strong support teams. Okay, if you have administrative position at your home university, will save a lot of your time and energy. This one, because there's a lot of what you call it, documents to do. Report 6 months, every 6 months, and you have to know everything about it, and you have to put your best foot on it. I think everyone know, but I think I emphasize on the two-way eco exchange is very important. Okay, so just make sure about this. I think that's all I want to exchange with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Did I say what kind of thing we do? Sorry.
Yes.
Did I say what kind of thing we do? Teach you engineering.
Yes,
tissue
tissue
engineering,
engineering.
regenerative medicine. Thank you.
Thank you. And congratulations on the newly funded project, Shift. So from remix to Shift, that's incredible. I
To
want to
chef.
put
Yeah.
yes, I want to put all of you speakers in, and I hope everybody can see everyone. So I know that we are running out of time, but I hope it's okay if I just ask you all a question, that a common question, because we don't have that much time. Because I think this is something that you all can answer. So this is a question from Prasida Menon. This is supposed to be for Dr. Sarah, but I think all of our guests here can answer, because this is something that is common, I think, with all of the ASEAN researchers. It says here, how did you manage to convince your current university about balancing your teaching workload and other responsibilities when participating in this project and applying for the secondment? It is usually difficult to do this in Southeast Asia because people here might think that we will leave the current university and go away. Or once you are like one of these really top researchers or up and coming researchers, that's excellent in the field, then you're always given also administrative work, right? So you are a
Yeah.
researcher and a scientist, and then you also go up the ladder of the university. So you get on a lot more of responsibilities as well. So we'll start with you, Dr. Sarah, but for the others as well, please give your thoughts also on this question.
Okay, so probably because the consortium already decided that the workshops and the secondment being done in during the summer. So summer in Malaysia probably starts around June to August. So that's the time where we don't have classes anymore. So it's a semester break. So normally we are given time to do our research, so we can take research leave. So we have that kind of I would say facility at the university. So it's just a matter of applying it to the university. So if they do not allow, I think if you are a partner in the consortium, you have to use the agreement as the proof that you have to go, or else legal will, from the consortium partners will take, some legal actions against the university if you don't comply. So by hook or by crook, you have to go. Yes, by hook or by crook, you have to go. Yeah,
Dr.
that's my
Saraga,
response.
please. Maybe you have some thoughts as well on this. Dr. Sarada?
Hi. Yes. Okay.
What about
Um.
you?
In what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a question here about balancing, your teaching workload and then your research, doing your research as well, especially, during the secondment. So how do you convince your university, that you have to, well, in your case, I think how many months were you out? For a month at least, how did you convince them about
Okay.
it?
I have to say that we are very lucky that they actually we are doing the good thing for the university, and our university want to be international university. So whatever the action of international collaboration, they are okay for it. So I have to leave to different partner at least 1 month to different partner. That means I have to be away about 2 months or 3 months in some years, not only 1 month. Okay, so and 5 years ago, it is very, very difficult in order to get all the work, get all the teaching done, because you have to teach all of them before you traveling, something like that. You have to reschedule things. But right now is, this is my second week of my second in Italy. I still have to get up very early, like 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock, to teach in Thailand online. Zoom making my life even so busy. So, but I don't have to reschedule anymore. I don't have to reschedule anymore. I would say I didn't sacrifice anything at all, but only my energy, maybe the energy of my life going out, something like that. And I didn't have to. I maybe I don't have to see my family, not very much, something like that. But I'm very lucky that the university support all of this
Yeah, thank you
without the
so
money, but support all the time. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Yes.
that's great. Perhaps with Dr. Anna and Dr. Ibrahim, I can give you this question. Can you
Yeah.
provide some tips and advice in producing a good proposal? How much focus should be on networking activities and technical novelty? Some advice in general, some advice like how do we get this started? Like we had about 300 registrations for this session alone, and yesterday we had about 500, so there's a lot of interest, but the question is always like, how do you start? So from both of you, how did you both start, and what is your advice? Thank you. So Dr.
May I answer?
please.
Yes. Actually, we always think about the end of what we would like to achieve. So this is very important for us. When we talk about the end, we also have to talk about the current status of any other works related to our fields like that. So this is important point to start. So what we would like to achieve together, and then by having that, we can do together the online meetings and also using the drive together to develop the proposal. And we also, for example, like this, for the toxicology or immunological assay, for example, nowadays we shift from the in vivo studies into the use of the zebrafish, for example. So this is, we know that we understand that we need to do the innovation and new approach for our proposal like that. So after having discussion together, then usually we have the inspirations for the innovations and also the novelty for our works like that. Yes.
Thank you, Dr.
So maybe
Anna.
that's the tips. Yeah.
Thank you. How about you, Professor Ibrahim?
Yeah, I think most important thing is first of all is to make yourself visible to the European counterpart, because if they did not know you and your area of expertise, then they would not be able to invite you. So for my experience is that my area of expertise on microfluidic. So previously it was very funny because I did not know this European counterpart. But I was invited by the University of Sri Lankan in Thailand, and they invited me to under their RISE project on the workshop to give a talk. So when I went over there to give a talk, I mean, first of all, means that you went there with your kind heart and sharing your experience, because it's just an invitation. And then from there, I get to know myself. I mean, I get to know the other partner in Europe. So that's how they get to know me. And that's why the next grant that they are proposing, then they get connected to me because they know that I was one of the speakers for this area of microfluidic, and we build up our trust and relationship. So most important thing is for you guys, because I see a lot of names and then they declare their area of expertise. So you need to give your trust to your, to let them trust you and show that you are competent to do the research and so on. And then the second thing is to plan for your strategy, because for us now, we already have some mutual understanding and trust. We are now planning for a bigger grant, mean for a synergy grant. So, but we did not want to be greedy, because you have to show your proof of track record first, to show your publication together, to show that you be able to publish in a very good reputed journal, then only you can apply for the high, a flagship grant. So that's our strategy for the next level. So that's what we do. So we have to get the agreement with the other parties to whether they agree or not. So So for now, we are not applying. We just keeping all our track records and building out our, reputation and publication so that we can be able to apply it for the next one. So that's how we do.
Thank you so much for that, Professor Ibrahim. I think what's great about your experience as well is that it also shows collaborations among ASEAN, among us here in Southeast Asia. So it's great to know that, why sharing to Chulalongkorn, Dr. Sorada's, Professor Sorada's, university, you were able to get connected. And this is exactly what we're trying to do here and also in the succeeding events as well. So for those of you who are just starting to explore opportunities, in the region or also internationally on a regional level, especially in Europe, we will continue with having these webinars, and we continue as well to look at what you need. So if you have suggestions on the kind of support that you need in the region so that we can prepare you, to address grants or to make sure that you're visible, please let us know. But for the meantime, you already have your access. So you have in the website, you can actually look at hosting opportunities if you want to invite, scientists and researchers from other countries to come to your institution. Or you can also have a partnering button there. So if you're looking for partners, you can also take a look at the partnering button. You can also find like other activities where you can share and you can collaborate. So something that I need to flag before I let you go is on the 11th of October, we are going to have an info session on the European Research Council. So this is just one of those. So there's a lot of opportunities. This is certainly one of the most exciting, and hearing all of the speakers, Dr. Sarah Samson-Wan, Dr. Ika Duwiana, Dr. Sorada Kanokpanot, and Dr. Professor Fatima Ibrahim. And unfortunately, we lost Dr. Chi Nguyen. I think he was disconnected. But all of you here are testaments to the greatness of this program, and how we can really use this also to make sure that we address the sustainable development goals and all these global woes that we have together, and so that we can recover stronger. So again, European Research Council grants also for you, all four of you, if you are interested, will be on the 11th of October. Thailand just signed the implementing arrangement, which is an incredible milestone also. So this allows Thai researchers to become part of funded grants of the ERC. But you yourselves, wherever you are, you can also propose. And the only criterion here is scientific excellence. So join us on the 11th of October to get to know about that. But this time, this is only on the Marie Skłodowska-Curie Action Staff Exchange. I have shared a matchmaking platform that is available for you. So you can use that to have one-on-one meetings. You can use that to find partners as well. So please, we will also share to you the slides with the permission, of course, with our presenters here. And also connecting to the technical talk yesterday on the staff exchange. So we will put all of these things together. Please give us some days to do that, because it's just me at the moment, because my colleague Susan is on medical leave. But we promise that we will send you whatever you need so that you can have this so that we can help you. All right. So with that, thank you so much for joining us. This is Jen again from Euraxis ASEAN. We see you soon. And thank you as well to the Marie Curie Alumni Southeast Asia and MSA Net for helping us today. Thank you, everybody. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice
Bye.
day, everyone.
Assalamualaikum
Thank you.
warahmatullahi
Nice day.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum. Bye. Yeah. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.